Alrighty guys, and welcome back to more Star Ocean 5. We are here aboard the Charles de Gaulle, and I am actually coming back from spending some time off camera and actually pretty much not even leveling up. What I did was actually grind for SP, as you can see, and I have a lot of money, and there's a good reason why I have a lot of money, but pretty much what I want to do at this episode is just show you guys how to get some really good equipment, well, really good attack weapons early on in the game. I think we're around like chapter 5 or whatever, and we already have like laser weapons, as you'll see in a second. Laser weapons that give you 1,000 attack, nearly 1,000 intelligence. Like, it's just OD. Look at this, 1,000 attack for Fidel, 1,000 intelligence for Fiore, 1,000 intelligence for everybody, basically. So in order to get these laser weapons, there's like it's like ridiculously easy to get it once you know what to do. Because I was messing around with it last night, and I consulted, well, I wouldn't say a few nights ago, 2 nights ago. It's been like 3 days since I last recorded this game, and 2 nights ago I was just messing around with it, and I consulted with the guidebook to see exactly what I could get. I'm like, wait a minute, if I can get this, I can get that, and I can get this if I do that. So it's like I was just looking at like all the ways you can like get like really good equipment early on. So I was like, okay. So I was able to come up with laser weapons. I even got dual armor. This is actually like better armor I can get. I can get astral armor, which is like the 4th or 5th best armor in the game that you could get, which is pretty funny. And then I also have resistance suits, and like there was something else I had got from it. I actually got some other stuff. Yeah, like the metal pipe. Metal pipe was in Star Ocean 3. And I actually got a trophy for crafting this because it's like a joke weapon. But anyway, for the most part, I just want to show you guys how to get those laser weapons. And the easiest way I did it, it requires a few things. The first thing you want to definitely have is actually, you want to max out the synthesis, because if you max out the synthesis, the number of items you can create, you know, will go up. So basically, like you normally start off by only having the ability to use synthesis with 2 items, right? So you'll want to level up synthesis basically, and you want to have access to all six slots for synthesizing. And also, one of the things you want to do, the items you want to have are rubies. You want to have at least 2 rubies. At minimum, you want to have at least 2 rubies, which you can easily farm from the area that where you met up with Anne and Emerson. Those big death flower looking guys, they drop rubies, which is really nice. And you want to have at least 2 therapeutic tincture, and you can make these very easily in the item creation. If you go to item creation, and if you go to compounding, you can make these therapeutic tinctures off of just mint based on olive oil, and olive oil actually gets dropped by the plant-like monsters as well. So it's crazy how it works out, because you get like so much of the items you needed, you know, just to create the base material for this upcoming laser weapon. From just farming those enemies where you met up with Anne and Emerson. So like, you want to have at least, you want to just have at least 2 of them at minimum. And the reason why I say at minimum is because you can actually save and reload if you don't get what you want. So like, for instance, if I don't get the item created from this, I can just load and just retry it again, and then like wait until I actually get the item, because we're gonna have to get a meteorite from all this. So again, you want to put 2 rubies. We want to put 2 of those. Where are they at? Therapeutic tinctures. We want to put 2 of these together, and then we also want to just put 2 metals in there. So we'll want to put 2 Sinclairs. You want to use 2 Sinclairs. So these are the items necessary to make the first item necessary for the laser weapon. So really, ruby, which are easy. You can easily get these from the item drops from those enemies, and then you got these that you can just make pretty free by just buying some basil, olive oil, and the other item necessary. And right now, we're just gonna take Sinclair, all these items and just synthesize them.
It's done.
Wow, that's a new one. That's not what I was expecting. But anyway, what we're supposed to get from this, what we can get from this is a meteorite. We have to make sure that our impurities are at level 50 or at a level 50 impurity, so we have a chance of getting a meteorite, and then we take that meteorite to fuse up something else. But for the most part, we use these items right here to fuse up. The Sinclairs you can actually buy from Central Rizulia, and it's so affordable, dude. It's super affordable.
D-O-N-E. Done.
If we don't get what we need here, we'll reload.
It's ready.
Dual armor. We got one more chance. I wonder how much. What is this? That's actually pretty good. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and synthesize until we get what we need.
What a masterpiece.
Alright, so we didn't get the meteorite, so what we can do is just load the file again and just pretty much redo it until we get the meteorite. And this is what I did for everybody. That's like the perfect way to like save materials so you don't have to keep buying everything, you know, especially if you're low on money. But it's really easy to get money if you have specific roles equipped. Like, let's say if you have... I have Relia with Scavenger. No, I have somebody with Scavenger. Yes, I have Fiore with Scavenger. She gets 50 plus full increase after battle. Well, we all benefit from it. And we also want to have Miser, which actually turns experience into money, which pretty much, like, after every fight I'm pretty much getting 5,000 full, which is pretty good. And it allows me to just stock up on resources pretty quickly. But anyway, like I said, we're gonna go back to doing this so we can try to get what we need here. We need 2 rubies. We need to put down those 2 items again. Therapeutic tinctures. And then the 2 Sinclairs. So we keep doing this until we get a meteorite. We'll just keep doing this until we get it.
What a masterpiece.
Here we go, we got it. Barely. Just barely. We had to waste all my Sinclairs, but that's fine. We can go stock up on some more. But as you can see, like, we didn't really waste too many resources, and you can easily get these resources without it costing too much, man. Like, it's so easy to get resources. But anyway, so now that we got the meteorite, to prevent ourselves from having to get the meteorite again, just in case this doesn't work out when we have to get the next item, we're going to save it. And now what we'll want to do, go to synthesis. We're going to need to synthesize something called a Hadron, something. I forgot the name of the item. It starts with an H, but we're going to, for the next item, we need the meteorite. And we also needed to make it a top quality machine type item. So what we need to do, in order to get the next thing, what we'll want to do is actually remove the meteorite. We'll want to go ahead and use diffusion devices. We want to get some top quality machine type items here really quick. So, boom. That doesn't really count.
What a masterpiece.
That counts. We want to get high capacity blank disk for this next upcoming stuff. Quantum processor definitely helps. I'm going to try it one more time.
It's done.
And we got a blank disk, which also helps. So now what we want to do, we'll want to use a meteorite, quantum processor, and just a whole bunch of other, like, machine type items here, so we can get a machine, a top quality machine item. Alright, diffusion device. And then again, another micro circuit. So we need to at least have a 50 quality to be able to obtain this next item. So here we go. This is what I'm going to be using. I should save the game just in case I don't get it, but you know what? It's fine. I believe in my chances.
What's this?
And that's exactly what we needed. The Hadron Collider. Whatever. We got it. So this is the item that you actually needed to get the laser weapon. In order to get the laser weapon now, because I still need to make one for Mickey when we get her back. So I actually need to make this laser weapon. And look at that. It only took like, what? Under 10 minutes to actually do all that. So here we go. What we want to do now is go to creation again. That item that we just got, the collider, the H collider, as I'm going to call it. We want to take that, infuse it with some top quality machine materials, like the fusion device. Just another one, just a whole bunch of these. Now we just need to make it get to 50. All we need to do is make that get to 50, and the result has to be a machine type. I think you get a high. I don't know, from my personal experience, I think you get a higher chance if you completely just fill out all the item slots here for this synthesis. You just get a higher chance of actually getting the laser weapon this way, I feel like. So that's what we're gonna do. If we don't get it, we can easily save and reload, or just reload.
This is more fun than I
We didn't
expected.
get it, so that kind of sucks, but that's fine because we can just reload. Shoutouts to RNG in this game, because RNG, like, you reload the file, it completely resets RNG, which is so good. Here we go. So quality of 50. Bam, and we got the laser weapon. So it's pretty easy, dude. You can get like at least 6 laser weapons so early on in the game in under like 30 minutes to 60 or freaking to 60 minutes depending on your luck, but it's pretty damn easy to get laser weapons in this game so early on, dude. Like that is pretty OD. So wow, this is actually an overall better laser weapon for your boy. Yeah, believe it or not, when you create a weapon, it actually gets random stats on it around, like, well, it's not random entirely, but they do have like a base stat, and then you get random stat depending on the items you use, I believe. But anyway, like every time you make it, it'll be like a different freaking number of stats on that weapon, which is nice. But anyway, looks like we made a better base weapon for Emerson. I'm actually gonna give it to Emerson. No, I'm actually gonna give this one to Anne, because she could use it with higher attack, because she's usually gonna be the one doing the most damage, because I have a really good setup on Anne to have her just completely wreck mobs of enemies really quick. But anyway, that's how you get the laser weapons pretty easily in the game. Like, just to show you the area where I use the grind for money and for SP, we're gonna go to the west of the Eastern Ayeds. This is a really good area to just grind for what you need, because they give you a lot of SP, and they also give you a lot of full. So especially when you have certain roles equipped. So here we are. This is the area where we need to front farm and grind, but there's like a really good spot in this area where you can freaking farm and grind for full. Nope, we don't have to fight them. No point. After these guys is a really good spot. So here we are. This is the best spot I found to grind for SP and full. And this is where those flower guys that you see, they also, this group of enemies have a chance to drop some rubies, which is a pretty high chance of dropping the rubies, which is pretty great, because you'll need rubies for like the, you know, to create the meteorite. And they give you some really good SP and some helpful rolls to have on when grinding are the miser roll, which lets you gain full over experience. You don't gain experience, but that's fine, because you don't really need experience when you're about to get these OD ass weapons, right? So you're about to get these really high power weapons, so like it's okay for you not to level up for like a couple of battles. That's fine. So anyway, like the miser roll, it just grants you full. It converts experience into full, which is really nice. It actually activates at the same time as the altruist, as this roll right here, because you can also convert experience into SP, which helps you gain more SP, and it actually activates at the same time as a miser roll, which is really nice. So having these two equipped really speed up the process. And then like you want to have like some really OD stuff, like for the character that you're gonna be using to kill these people with, like the plant slayer. You might want to have the plant slayer so you can kill all the plant dudes faster. You might want to have raven slayer so you can kill the avians faster. But for the most part, you just want to make sure you have this right here, Scavenger, as well. You know, to increase the amount of money that you get, and then the Miser. So the Miser, the Scavenger, and the Altruist role are really important, or I wouldn't say important, they're not necessary, but they help speed up the process of getting SP as well as money. You can pretty much get like, I want to say 10,000 SP in under like 30 minutes, which is pretty ridiculous. But anyway, right now, like, I just want to show off, like, just fighting them. Kick, 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 kick. SOD, right?
More challenges.
So we get rubies and we get at least 200 SP per fight, and to speed it up even faster, you might want to have the Ocarina specialty, which allows you to respawn enemies immediately, which speeds this up intensely. I would say this is not necessary, but it really speeds up the process. Instead of you having to run around the area to respawn these guys, you just get them to respawn immediately with the Ocarina. And you actually get the Ocarina specialty from doing a quest that you won't have access to until you reach Fior's hometown. So we want to go ahead and use the skill, respawn the enemies, kick some ass, literally kick some ass, literally kick some ass, literally kick some ass. Dear Mike, shout out to Cliff.
That was hardly worth the effort.
Shout out to Cliff. Look at that. Wind gems, olive oil, look at that. All that stuff. That jasmine, we need all that for like items. Like, you get most of it here. Everything you get is here, fam. So again, you can just do it again real quick. Oh boy. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. So pretty much that's all I did for like 30 minutes and was able to obtain like pretty much half of what I needed. And that's pretty much, I think, all the information that I need to share with you when it comes to getting this OP stuff. So I mean, the other thing I could probably show you is go to Rizulian Plains. You want to come here. You want to come here to get to Central Rizulia. You used to be able to buy Sinclairs, and Sinclairs you can just buy pretty easily. So here we go. We're at the Tall Tales Apartments, and as you can see, we can buy Sinclairs for only $27.50. So, like, let's say if you want to buy 10 of them, they'll probably run you like not that much, and then you get so much money from fighting those guys over by that last area I showed you. So, yeah, all you need is like a couple of Sinclairs, the therapeutic freaking tinctures, rubies, and you're good to create the meteorite. And then you want to get some high level machine type items that you can actually buy, like the microchips. You can buy the microchips from the ship itself, so you can stock up on chips and whatever the other thing was. I think was, yeah, the diffusion device and micro circuits you can actually buy from the ship, and then you just fuse up a whole bunch of those so you can get like high capacity blank disk, the quantum processor. All you really need is one, so you can reach the level 50 top quality, so you can get the H collider, and then the H collider into the laser weapon. So yeah, that should just be the gist of it. If you follow the video, that should like teach you how to get laser weapons super early in the game. And there's probably like an easier way to get it, but that's just the formula that I use to get my laser weapons. There's actually like, I think, other weapons that you can get at this point of the game. I just haven't tried to create them because laser weapons were like the strongest ones I seen that we could get at the time. So yeah, that's pretty much how you get laser weapons and grind for SP and full. And if this video was helpful for you, please drop a like. That's all I'm asking for. Anyway, I'm sorry for yelling. I apologize. Anyway, I hope you found the video useful, and I'll see you guys for the next part of Star Ocean Integrity and Faithlessness.